Wait, what? Taken actually uploaded twice in 1 month? Wow, it must be Christmas morning. Yeah, enjoy while you can. This probably isn't gonna happen again. Anyway, the fan film Spider-Man Lotus finally came out after multiple delays. If you don't know what Spider-Man Lotus is, then I'll tell you. Spider-Man Lotus is a fan film which focuses on Peter Parker struggling with the death of his girlfriend, Gwen Stacy. When he thinks about quitting being Spider-Man, a terminally ill fan requests to meet him. It sounds really interesting, and it is. When the trailer came out, the internet was blown away. The cinematography, the emotion, the VFX, it looked really good. But then all that changed when the directors and the actor for Peter Parker's DMs got leaked. In these DMs, they both used a bunch of racial and homophobic slurs, and it turned out that the person who leaked these DMs was just a salty 15-year-old kid who was mad that the director, Gavin J. Konup, stopped talking to him. This whole situation was crazy, and I totally understand why some people just lost hope in this movie. Hell, even the VFX artists who worked on the movie quit when all of this happened. They made a video about it and they seem like really cool dudes. I hope they find some work in some bigger budget movies. Their work is really impressive. But after all of that, the movie still came out, and I watched it. So how was it? It's not that good. Okay, I don't want to be too harsh because it's a fan film, but then again, the director is a racist asshole, so I'll start by listing some positives first. By the way, I will be talking about spoilers. The cinematography is gorgeous. There were so many shots that just blew me away. Not all of the emotional scenes hit, but the ones that do, really do hit. Like the scene where Peter is looking at old videos of him and all of his friends. Like, man, I really felt that. And basically everything with the terminally ill kid was just powerful. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. I think all of the stuff with Spider-Man and Timothy, that's the kid's name by the way, was just really well done. It didn't go on for too long or feel too slow. It just had the right amount of pacing and emotion. Like the part where Timothy said he was scared, it's just, man. Sure, the acting wasn't the best, but it also wasn't too bad. It was just good enough for it to work. And the part where Spider-Man was talking to the mom was just so good. In my opinion, the whole Spider-Man and Timothy subplot was the best part of the movie. And to absolutely nobody's surprise, the VFX is really good. The swinging scenes are so cool and impressive. Sure, for a regular movie, it's kinda bad, but for a fan film, it's really damn good. And the actor who plays Harry Osborn was pretty good. He was honestly the best actor out of anyone in the cast, and to be honest, the only really good actor in this entire movie. Everyone else ranges from decent to terrible. The opening and end credits were also pretty cool, but yeah, you just gotta appreciate the passion behind this movie. You could tell it came from a lot of love and genuine care for Spider-Man. Anyway, let's talk about the negatives. The rest of the acting is pretty bad. The acting for Peter was okay, as much as I hate to say it. He really shined in the scene where he's watching old videos and in the subplot with Timothy. Other than that, he was just okay. The acting for MJ was terrible, and I feel bad for saying that because the actress who played her doesn't seem like a bad person. It's just that she always seems like she's just reading off of a script. Same with Gwen Stacy. The actress doesn't seem like a bad person. It's just that the acting was terrible. The few fight scenes were cool, but the choreography was just so messy. I couldn't tell what was going on. The pacing was also so slow. This film is 2 hours, and it did not have to be that long. There are too many scenes that drag out for too long with the driest dialogue ever. Like, okay, they're talking, and I think we're about to move on. Nope, they're still talking. But maybe they're almost done. Nope. They've been talking for like 6 minutes now. Can we just move on to the next scene? But the biggest problem is the sound mixing. I wasn't that invested in the whole Gwen Stacy's death plotline. Like sure, it's sad to see these three friends fall apart, but I probably would have been more invested if I could hear whatever the they're saying over this loud-ass music that is good but it's way too loud. Overall, Spider-Man Lotus is very disappointing. It's good for a fan film, but as an actual film, it doesn't work. What happened here? I don't think it was supposed to be like this. This movie has such an interesting concept that wasn't executed well. I want a movie where it shows the dark side of being Spider-Man. I want a movie where Spider-Man is grieving. I want a movie where Spider-Man is so blinded by grief that he's a feared vigilante who doesn't hold back. I was expecting that coming into this movie, but maybe I had my expectations too high. Or maybe a lot of the crew left the movie after the controversy came out and leaving it to be released not in its original state. But I just left this movie wanting more from a concept like this. I know I'm probably asking too much from a fan film, but still, I can't be the only one disappointed that such an interesting concept was executed like this. Anyway, I'm giving Spider-Man Lotus a 4 out of 10. It's still extremely impressive for a fan film, but as an actual film, it isn't that good. But hey, let's just hope that this version of Peter Parker doesn't come across Miles.